I'm more like a criminal than I thought. A Catholic priest who owns a nonprofit out of Los Angeles first shared this idea with me. Gregory Boyle's Homeboy Industries attempts to help those who are seemingly predestined on a path to crime, to heal, and to help, and to choose a better life. Homeboy Industries is driven by their slogan, "Nothing stops a bullet like a job." A coworker introduced me to Homeboy Industries soon after I started my internship. I'm a junior at the University of New Hampshire studying economics and justice studies. Growing up with two college-educated parents meant that college was always my way out. My grandfather immigrated to the United States with this vision for his kids and his grandkids. Finishing the 8th grade was something he didn't have the opportunity to do, and he wanted better for his family. In many ways, this was the greatest gift my grandfather gave me, but it was a lot of pressure. I had my free will, and my parents were very lenient, but I didn't really have a choice. My community defined my success by whether or not I could go to college. When I arrived at Uncornered, I met a team with very diverse backstories. My mentor grew up in Vermont, I assume very similar to the way I did. One of my other coworkers was labeled as a felon at a young age, and many people failed to give him a chance or to see him as anything else. He chose against his former gang life after he was released, motivated by the idea for his better life for his daughter. Every week, active gang members would come in to pick up their checks. I wondered what it would be like to be in that position and to live that life. Uncornered targets the most dangerous people in their community, the most prone to be victims or perpetrators of gun violence. These are bad people, I thought. Capable of taking someone's son's life, someone's father, someone's brother. How can we expect their behavior to change just by giving them money? It took me 3 months to realize their position isn't so different from my own. Every gang member I was working with was fighting for their own way out, for a more peaceful life. My path to financial liberty, to a better life for my family, it all came through school. That was my way out. My parents insisted that if I ever wanted to buy a house, to have a family, or even to afford groceries, I needed to excel in school. When I talked to the guys that were drivers of violence on the streets of Dorchester, I realized their inclinations towards crime were not because they had bad intentions, or that they were bad people, but because their community had failed them. In one way or another, whether it was their support group, their families, or even society, they have been put in a drastically different situation from me. They were conditioned to believe that their criminal actions were the only way to deal with their financial situation, to protect their friends and family, or to bring stability to their community. I always followed the path that I was told was the way out. If my way out looked like theirs, how can I be so sure I could choose any differently? We like to tell ourselves, I would never do that because I'm a good person. But in places like Uncornered and Homeboy Industries, there are no good or bad people. Father Boyle emphasized that the moment you label someone as bad is the moment you close your heart to them. Love is what separates Homeboy Industries. It is the reason that so many desperate people keep walking through the door and are able to come away healed and renewed. The world is so often separated into good guys and bad guys. This is where we lose sight of who we really are. Everyone is deserving of love, and everyone deserves forgiveness. When our hearts become hardened to those most in need of care, we do more disservice to ourselves than we do to them. We lose sight of who we really are, where we came from, and what we're capable of. I have more in common with gang members than I would have thought, and I would think that you probably do too.